There's no one cure for depression, and everybody's situation is going to be different. That's why they say depression has many faces. But one thing that really helps me is to identify the things in my life that I used to do that I loved. For a long time it was martial arts for me, and I avoided it in my adulthood. I spent about 10-13 years around that area, and I didn't do anything with my health. I spent eating fast food, going out to restaurants, getting fat, smoked cigarettes, I drank alcohol, I went out with friends, I did a bunch of things for my health that was just not beneficial for me. And I didn't realize that it was such a big problem until I looked in the mirror and I was 325 pounds, diabetic. I'm only in my 20s. So it became a serious issue for me. And I had to do something about it. I had to really change my life, but there was no real answer to me how I could do it. There was nothing that really helped me with changing my life, except when I started realizing that changing my life has to do with my own mindset. I've been standing in my own way for my health, my fitness, my mental health for a long time, for many years. And it all has to do with lack of effort and making excuses for myself. One thing I really want to stress to you guys that really pulled me out: start focusing on those little things that made you feel good when you were a kid. If you have to dig that far back, to me I had to. It was martial arts, it was archery, it was being outside, it was camping, fishing, doing all these things that made me feel good on the inside and made me feel like I was a kid again. I had to find time in my life to bring that to the most important things that I was doing with my time, because everything that you do with your time during the day is going to shape how your character and your personality turns out later on. It doesn't necessarily affect you that much now, but you're going to see a big change later, 1, 2, 3 years down the road. Whatever you do as your constant routine is going to affect you down the road, and it's going to shape exactly where you're at in your current state. So they also have a saying, you know, the seeds you plant today is the food you're going to eat tomorrow. And I've been eating horrible fruit for the last few years because the seeds that I planted were just garbage. So just focus on the little things that you do in your life that you love, and restructure that time. If you have a lot of those holes in your time, go through and fill those times with just getting back in touch with the things that you love, because it's really going to make a difference later. I'm Jose with GenNerdingEntrepreneurs.com. You guys have a good evening.